Good morning. It's Thursday, November 19th, and once again I'm forced to talk about Donald Trump. I try to avoid it, I really do. But between the virus and the man's juvenile, unpredictable behavior, although it's so unpredictably bad that it's almost predictable, if you can understand that twist of words. So what has he done now? Well, this is predictable. He has fired another high-ranking official. He fired Chris Krebs, who was the DHS cybersecurity chief. And why did he fire him? He fired him because he said something that Trump found unacceptable. Chris Krebs actually said that this was the most secure and the safest election in our history. And Trump wrote a pair of tweets that claimed that Chris Krebs' statement was highly inaccurate. It was inaccurate about the security of the 2020 presidential election. And why wasn't it inaccurate? Because Donald Trump lost. And Donald Trump never loses. And Donald Trump doesn't want anybody to believe that this was a fair and honest election. And Chris Krebs had the nerve to say this was the most secure election in history. So he's fired. And how is he fired? He's fired on Twitter. Now that shows you how gutless Trump is. I fired several people in my career, but I always took the time to bring them into my office and explain why. But Trump hides behind his Twitter account and fires the man via Twitter. That's despicable. But give Krebs credit. He responds on Twitter. Honored to serve. We did it right. And then Matt Travis, who's the deputy director of the Department of Cybersecurity, resigns. So in one fell swoop, two major officials in the country are gone. And why? Because Donald Trump can't stand the truth. And I'm telling you right now, if there's anybody in this country that honestly believes that Donald Trump is going to participate in the transition between him as the former president and President-elect Biden, I'm telling you right now, Trump is not going to participate. He's going to try and block this transition for another 69 or so days. I don't know how he's going to leave the White House. Maybe in a straitjacket or maybe in a huff, but I don't believe that he'll be a gentleman and shake hands with Biden and say, okay, good luck or anything like that. This is a very petulant juvenile that's been running this country for 4 years and takes credit for everything that happened good and blames everybody for anything that happened that was bad. So I'm glad it's over and I'm glad he'll be gone. But the next 60 some odd days are going to be crazy. And now on top of this, a report comes out that the doctors on Pence's COVID-19 coronavirus task force have told him that we can expect 1,500 deaths a day and probably 2,000 deaths a day by the end of the year. That's a horrible piece of news. And it's all their fault because they never did a thing about nationwide control, nationwide advice to the governors on what to do. You can't force a governor to run his state the way you want, but at least if you put out a set of parameters that they had to go by, you would have done your job. And then you could blame the governors. But as it sits right now, they did nothing. Trump hasn't even visited the task force in 6 months. And I don't know, Pence has no experience in that. He's not a scientist. He's a Christian. He's a very religious man. But that doesn't cut it. COVID-19 doesn't give a crap about God. And here we are, people dying left and right. And then people get fired when they tell the truth. It's a sad situation. It's a very, very, very sad situation. And I don't know who would take a job in this administration. And I don't understand the lack of courage on the part of all of the ranking Republicans in this country. Guys like Lindsey Graham, who go around trying to convince people in Georgia, Rassenberger, the state attorney general, they're trying to convince him to throw away ballots, to stop counting, right? This is madness. This country is in a downward spiral. Well, I'm sorry I got off topic a little bit there, but it's aggravating to watch what's going on in this country. And I have to tell you that Krebs did a great job. There were no signs of hacks on computers. There was no foreign interference in this election in any way, shape, or form. So Krebs did a terrific job. And Travis did a terrific job. And the whole cybersecurity team did a terrific job. And it's a shanda. I love the word shanda. It's a shanda that this work that those people did in cybersecurity is not appreciated. Not appreciated by the man who needed the most help in this country. And so for doing a good job and voicing an opinion, an accurate opinion, you get fired. That's a hell of a way to run a country. And so I've released some of my anger and I'm feeling much better. And it's time to go shopping. So I'll leave you with that. And I'll see you in the morning. And have a great day. Bye.